High school. So I've been at a high school for, I'm 24, so however long that is. And looking back, I really think we were all just in the same boat. It's like nobody really knew what they were doing because you're young. Okay, we're like noobs at life. That's what youth is. It's being new to life and not knowing anything yet. And so you would have in high school your jocks and your nerds and your art kids and the stoners, and a lot of it is just there you tend to feel some hostility, I guess, at certain times in high school towards people who aren't your crowd. But now I just when I look back, I just kind of think we were all the same. And half of it was just about like sex. And then like the other half was just about like your whole life is based on these years, or so they say, which I don't know if it's really true. And I should mention this. High school's such a funny thing, but I think there was this one moment which okay, the most important thing that happened to me in high school was a girl. But aside from that, there's another moment. Well, there's also I was worked on a play. That was pretty cool. That was in my last year there, senior year. But there was another moment which kind of stands out, and I was in art class, and the assignment was the teacher gave us a painting of this little ballet girl. I think it was a Jean Renoir painting. And we had to, and it was just a photocopy, a black and white photocopy of the painting, and we had to continue the drawing to say what is going on outside of the frame. And what I did was you could see her dancing there, and then you could see the floor below her. And in the basement, this dingy basement, her instructor was laying on her back on a table, and there was another guy, and her legs were in the air. And so it's like while this innocent ballerina is up there just dancing and waiting for the teacher's downstairs. And so it really takes away the innocence of the picture. And my art teacher liked it, and what he did is he photocopied it and he handed it out to everyone in the class. So I was like, oh, awesome. And I remember I was sitting in the arts, I was sitting at this like kind of like artsy, geeky table. And then there's the cool table over there. And I remember when everybody saw the picture, all the cool kids, they looked over at me like, he did this? And I don't know, it was just a cool moment. And I think it was it might have been one of the beginning of my rebellious stage that I'm probably still in. But yeah, so it's funny how these little moments kind of stick with you. Of the 4 years, it sure as hell was not any of the homework. Although okay, one last thing and then I'll end this video. I remember I took all the I took all the science classes up to grade 12 senior year, and I was in calculus and stuff because I was planning on being a surgeon, a trauma surgeon or something. So that's what I was training for. But I remember when, I'd be trying to do math, homework, hours every night, 3, 4 hours. And I would just end up spending most of that time writing little poems or drawing things, artistic crap. Now, maybe I was just fooling around, not doing my work, but I remember looking at the book one day, my notebook, and after hours, I was supposed to have all these equations down, and instead I had all this artistic stuff. And I remember thinking, is this a sign? Like, maybe I'm really not supposed to be a doctor. And I ended up getting into media. So, maybe that had a big impact on where I ended up. Although, for the record, I do still love medicine. I'll do another vlog about that subject another time. Okay.